Hey YouTube, this is City Prepping. In this video, I'll take you through the process and explain the equipment that you're going to need to introduce a beehive, if you purchase one, rather the bees, into a beehive box here. What I've done is I've gone ahead and set up my beehive. I've got all the different things. I'll walk you through it real quick. I'm already starting to attract bees, so I got to start going on this really fast. So let me walk you through the process and explain this. To begin with, what we've got is I've ordered these bees, and I'll show you in a second. I'll actually dump these out. We'll get the queen out and we'll put her in. We've got some marshmallows, and I'll explain that a little. Some sugar water. You want to do a 2-to-1 ratio, and there's tons of videos explaining how to do that. I've got a this is the tool that we'll use. I believe it's called a well, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's a tool for beekeepers. Got a actual little brush, and I've got a knife, and we'll use all of these tools here in just a second. I've got the cover, I've got a few boxes, and we've got the frames inside already set up. And I'll do a video explaining how I went through and kind of refurbished this particular frame. I had a neighbor give me this old frame, and our old beehive, and I actually went through and got it ready for what we're going to be doing here. So obviously I've got my equipment here. There's a lot of videos on YouTube where people actually do not wear these beehive suits or bee suits. I have no idea how they get away with it. Must be pros, but we're going to go ahead and start the process of opening up this box here. I'm going to get these gloves on before I do, because I do not feel like getting stung today. We'll take this all the way up. This is the first time I've ever done this, so bear with me if I make mistakes. I'm a learner. I've been studying this for a while on YouTube, studying it in books, and so hopefully we won't have any big issues. So as far as starting out, we'll pull out about 3-4 frames here. We're going to be dumping the bees in here in just a second, and I'm going to go ahead and pull these frames out and stick those to the side. We'll put the inner cover over here, and to begin with, we've got our bees. Let me show you here. I'll bring this up close to the camera. I just received these today. Some of them have died. They're in the bottom of the box. But overall, they look fairly healthy. You can see them moving around inside. They look like they're ready to go here. The first step is we're going to go ahead and open this up because we want to get the queen out. And she's inside her little cage. Hopefully this is a smooth process. They always make it look easy when I watch videos on YouTube of people doing this. And we've already opened it, and bees are starting to come out. So we want to move pretty quickly because there are a lot of bees coming out. And one of the first mistakes I already made is I should have knocked this to the ground to go ahead and get them out of the way here. Let's go ahead. They are not happy about that. Now we've got our queen in here. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and get these guys back in here really nicely. This is an interesting looking setup for the queen. I've never seen one quite like this before. Let me brush this off. Now, I would kind of bring this close to the camera, but I don't want to disturb this setup any more than I have to. I've never seen one quite like that before. Okay, I'm back. This one was interesting. The queen's box, the queen's cage is supposed to be easily accessible with a strap. If you can see this on my GoPro, let me see if I can get that. This right here should have had a strap to the queen's cage, and they didn't put that on there. So as a result, I had to basically dump them out, which you're not supposed to do. But there's the queen. Let me get a close-up view of this. She's a beauty. I'll get a close in there. See if you can see that. She's coming around and hanging out in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little improvising on this one. We want to point the candy or the hole. We're going to take this, we're going to take that out, that cork right on the end, and we're going to put a marshmallow in there. So what I want to do is do this really quick. All right, so now I've got the cork out. I'm going to put a little marshmallow in there. Wow, believe it or not, that actually worked. Everything else has seemed to be going wrong in this, but hey, We're learning, right? Let's see, I'm gonna put, these guys are on everything. See, we're gonna put a little piece of tape so we can hang her in the frames. And I am going to, here we go. We're gonna stick a piece of tape on the end of, on her little queen's cage here. And I'm gonna put that right there. Oops. Let's see if that's gonna really stick or not. Hopefully it will. Let's see. Again, we've got the marshmallow side down. And I'm gonna hope. Okay. That seemed to have secured pretty well in there. All right. So now the goal is to try to get these other frames back in. This has kind of become a mess, but hey, again, we're learning as we go here. So what I'll do is let me see if I can dump the rest of these guys in here. There's still a good amount here. All right, so we're gonna set this one off to the side here for a second. We'll come back. All right. So what we'll do, we'll try to get as many of these frames in as can without smashing a bunch of these guys. Let's see here. I don't know if that's possible. Let's see. Let me see if I can move some. I don't feel like smashing bees today. So I try to brush these guys out of the way. Let's see, I'm gonna make a little opening here. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Really hope that I have sticks on there. Queen's box. Let me see. I'm gonna do just a little more work to try to get that to secure on there better. Let me see. Yep, it's already seemed to be coming off. Okay, here we go. I guess if I had to do this over and over again, I probably would have taped or probably would have stapled that on there. Yeah. And again, here's a queen's cage. And let's make sure she's got plenty of room to interact with her little drones here. I think that's going to stick a little better. Let me put one more on there. I'll be honest, it does kind of feel weird having all these bees fly all over you. I mean, you got the suit obviously, so you feel fine, but it does kind of feel surreal here. I feel like you're swimming in an ocean of bees. And I'll admit, I'm going pretty slow here. It's made a few rookie mistakes, but we're figuring this out. Okay. Okay, that seems way more secure now. All right, let's see if we can get these other hives in without smashing a bunch of guys. Try to be really careful here. All right, come on, guys. Let's see, we're gonna move everybody out here. Make a way here. All right. No smashies. All right, that one's in. That's good. See if we can bring that over. Okay, again, don't want to smash anybody. Let's see. Oh, I crushed a guy. Sorry about that. All right. Let's see if we can get one last frame in. Feeling lucky, let's try it. All right. The reason I want to do this now versus later is I just don't want to disrupt this hive later when I have to come back and do this. Okay. Wow, I can't believe it actually worked. Now, if you can see this on my GoPro here on my head mount, her cage is facing this way, so she's not being blocked. So the bees can get to her, and there's that marshmallow at the very bottom. And again, we're setting them in here with that, you know, they got to get, they're getting to know her basically. So we're not going to introduce her right away, otherwise they would kill her. And again, we put that marshmallow on the bottom so they can eat their way through. And they're going to get to know her over the next few days. And we'll come back and check on them in a few days here. So I'm going to go ahead and move everything out of the way here. Now I'm going to put the box, put the top on. All right. Like I said, we'll set some of this stuff off to the side, let these guys find their way into the hive. So I need to sweep these guys sweep them down as much as possible because I'm about to put the inner cover on. And let's do this quickly without doing a bunch of destruction here. Okay, let's see guys, y'all are gonna have to move because the box is going on. All right, got the inner cover on now. Gosh, I hope I didn't smash too many of them, but I'm gonna put this second box on here. We're gonna use this area as a feeder, temporary feeder for the next few days. This is not a permanent fixture, but we're just gonna do this for now. And you'll notice I have a piece of tape. There was a hole right there that I allowed them, that I built so they could come in and out, but while we're at the beginning phases, we're gonna cover that up so intruders can't get in here. All right, so let's go ahead, we'll set this here. Now I've got this second box that I've added on top, and I've got these wooden slats in here. What we're going to do is we've got the sugar water that we prepared for them. They've got access; they can come in and out of here. But we're going to use this second box just as a kind of a feeder box, just for a few weeks. We'll take it off. We're not going to leave this on here permanently. So I'll go ahead and flip that over. Flip this guy over. Let's see. Let's try to get these guys off here. So you'll flip this one over, and again, we've got little holes here at the top. And I'll flip this guy over, and again, got some holes at the top. All right, I think that's it. We'll put this inner cover in here. And then we'll put the roof on. Where is my broom? Let's get all these guys off here. I don't really want to smash anybody in the process, but let's move it quickly here. All right. Tape in a few places here. There's a big gap. This is just an old box, so I don't want any gaps. All right, just seal that up so nobody's gonna get in there. No, I don't want the bees to have to compete with the intruders trying to come in different places. Kind of seal it off. Okay, so they've got an opening down here. They can come and go as they please. And again, it's a purposefully small hole. What I did was there's a big slat here, and you're supposed to put in a basically a little cover there to keep them from having to deal with competitors coming in and out. But they have a little hole there. They can go in and out. Yeah, there they are. They're coming freely. See, there they are.